International Airport. Welcome to the Malaysian Textile Manufacturers Association, MTMA. MTMA was established in 1973, representing the textile and apparel industry in Malaysia, covering fiber, spinning, weaving, knitting, garment making, and industrial textile accessory sectors. We will take you on a captivating journey through the world of textile manufacturing and showcase the thriving Malaysian textile industry. MTMA is dedicated to encouraging, protecting, and promoting the interests of textile manufacturers. Our objectives include facilitating communication between manufacturers and government bodies, promoting favorable legislation, and supporting increased productivity and business efficiency in the textile and apparel industry. We serve as a voice for our members, providing a platform for problem solving and knowledge sharing while pass on relevant information. With a focus on collaboration and progress, MTMA seeks partnerships to amplify the impact. By strengthening communication channels, we aim to address shared challenges and drive positive change within the textile and apparel industry. Through strategic alliances, we empower our members, boost productivity, explore new growth opportunities, and create an interconnected textile community.
Being a member of the MTMA presents an opportunity together to shape the future of the textile and apparel industry in Malaysia. MTMA actively promotes the growth of competitiveness and sustainability of the textile and apparel industry in Malaysia through the support and collaboration with the government. This made possible by the Secretariat that provide coordination, assistance, information, advisory, consultation, and support services. By joining our association, companies can actively participate in industry dialogues with the government, access valuable resources, and collaborate with the like-minded industry players. Through these collective efforts, members of the MTMA can influence policy, drive innovation, working together, and contribute to the sustainable growth of the textile and apparel industry in Malaysia. To learn more about MTMA, please contact our website or contact our secretariat in. Let us work together, embrace the opportunity that lies ahead, and work towards shaping prosperous and sustainable future of the textile and apparel industry in Malaysia. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon. Welcome to the Fashion and Textile Accessories Forum entitled Digital Transformation in the Malaysian Lifestyle Industry, Leveraging Technology for Growth and Innovation. May I have your attention, ladies and gentlemen? Kindly be seated as the ceremony is about to begin. We also wish to remind everyone to switch off your mobile phone or put it on the silent mode. Thank you. Of Encik Hishamuddin bin Abu Bakar, Timbalan Pengarah Negeri Pembangunan Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur, Dr. Nik Masmiati Nikpa, Deputy Dean Academy and Technology UniKL MIDI, and all the speakers. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon. Welcome to the Fashion and Textile Accessories Forum, Digital Transformation in the Malaysian Lifestyle Industry, Leveraging Technology for Growth and Innovation. My name is Nur Haifa Hadira, Student Bachelor of Technology Management, UniKL, Malaysia Italy Design Institute, will be your MC for today's program. On behalf of Universiti Kuala Lumpur MIDI, we would like to wish a warm welcome to our guests of honor, Mara Wilayah, panelists, industry representatives, delegates from institute and students who are present at this meaningful event. Before we begin our auspicious program this afternoon, I would like to call upon Saudara Muhammad Amir Shafiq bin Muhammad Abdul Wahab, Student Bachelor of Engineering Technology in Railway System, UniKL, Malaysia Italy Design Institute, to lead the Doa recitation. Please welcome. Before we begin our auspicious program this afternoon, I would like
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Muhammad Amir Shafiq bin Muhammad Abdul Wahab.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah, nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuh wa nastaghfiruh wa na'udzu billahi min syururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina, man yahdihillah fala mudilla lahu wa man yudlil fala hadiyalah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulina al-amin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Ya Allah, Ya Karim, Ya Wadud. O Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, all praise to Allah the Almighty. May peace and mercy of Allah be upon His Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his families, companions and followers. We thank you, Allah, for allowing us to be here today, attending the officiating ceremony of Fashion and Textile Accessories Forum in peace and harmony. Ya Allah, Ya Fa'alna lima yurid. In conjunction with this ceremony, we ask for your aid and guidance. Grant us true happiness and health to our body and soul, to make the following of your commands easy for us. We seek your mercy to keep open and expand our hearts to receive the good and welfare from you. O Allah, we humbly seek your blessings to grant us success in our pursuit to position Universiti Kuala Lumpur amongst the best universities in Asia, the pride of Malaysia. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Walhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Thank you.
Amin, amin, ya Rabbal Alamin. Thank you, Saudara Muhammad Amir Shafiq, for the Doa recitation. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we would like to cordially invite Dr. Nik Masmiati Nikpa, Deputy Dean Academic and Technology, Universiti Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Italy Design Institute, to deliver her speech. Please welcome. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we would like to cordially invite Dr. Nik Masmiati Nikpa, Deputy Dean Academic and Technology, Universiti Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Italy.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon. Okay. First and foremost, on behalf of Universiti Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Italy Design Institute, we'd like to extend a very warm welcome to our design forum today entitled Digital Transformation in the Malaysian Lifestyle Industry, Leveraging Technology for Growth and Innovation. So I would like to express my highest appreciation to Yang Berbahagia Encik Isyamuddin Abu Bakar, Deputy Director, Mara Wilayah Persekutuan, guest speakers, industry representative, delegates from institutions and students for being with us today. I would like to thank to Puan Hasnah as well and her delegates from FMFTA for being one of the partners and for hosting the ceremony that we have this morning session. So just a brief info about our university, Universiti Kuala Lumpur. It is the first private technical and entrepreneurial university in Malaysia, established by Mara in 2002. So UniKL have 12 campuses to support the human capital needs of a specific industry sectors identified by the government. So UniKL MIDI is one of the campuses that we focus in design. Okay. UniKL MIDI has been rebranded in 2018, which is part of UniKL initiative to attract the collaboration with well-known educational institutions and also major industry role in Malaysia and also in Italy. So the partnership is aimed to strengthen our capital development and act as a technology transfer platform from Italy to Malaysia through UniKL MIDI as a center of design excellence. Okay. So for today, in order for us to support that design center, MIDI to become design excellence, center of design excellence, we are proud to organize our first fashion and textile accessories forum with the partnership of FMFTA. So throughout this forum, we will hear from experts, our invited speakers, who will share their insights, their experience, and also best practice in leveraging the technology to transform the Malaysian lifestyle industry. So in addition to this also, we hope that this forum will also embark on a new dimension on the fashion and textile education perspective towards producing excellent graduates, okay, and meet the current and future needs of the professional and the skilled worker in Malaysia. I would like also to take this opportunity to extend our gratitude to Mara and Mara Corporations Berhad for their invaluable support to our programs. UniKL MIDI also is looking forward to produce graduates preferred by the Malaysia fashion and textile companies. So thank you once again for joining us today. I am confident that this forum will be a valuable and insightful experience for all of us. Let us embark on this journey of digital transformation together as we work to shape a brighter future for the Malaysian lifestyle industry. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. On this journey of digital transformation together as we work to shape a brighter future for the Malaysian lifestyle industry. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nik Masmiati, for the welcoming speech. Next, I would like to proceed to the next agenda, which is the forum session topic, How the Digitalization Design Changes the Lifestyle Industry, Pros and Cons, and Taking the Malaysian Brands Global Through Innovation and Automation, that will lead by Muhammad Shafiq as our forum moderator. Please welcome. Next agenda, which is the forum session topic. And I would like also to invite Mr. Ken Chan and Encik Muhammad Zalman to the stage. And cons, and taking the Malaysian brands global through innovation and automation that will lead by Muhammad Shafiq and our forum model. And I would like also to invite Mr. Ken Chan and Encik Muhammad Zalman to the stage.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning. Thank you Miss Nur Haifa Hadira, our MC for today. Welcome to Fashion and Textile Accessories Forum, Universiti Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Italy Design Institute. I'm Muhammad Shafiq, delighted to be your moderator today. Very good morning. Thank you Miss. We are honored to have distinguished panel of experts here to share their insight on this important subject. Encik Ken Chan, Training and Technical Director, Footwear Design Center, and Encik Muhammad Zalman bin Zainal Arifin, Chief of Supply Chain Office, Siti Khalijah Apparel, Sdn Bhd. And I would like to share their insight on this. And Encik Ken Chan, can you to present the topic how digitalization design changed the lifestyle industry, pros and cons. And I will. And Encik Ken Chan, can you to present the topic how digitalization design changed the lifestyle industry, pros and cons.
Good evening. So I'm Ken. I've been in the industry, from the footwear industry for more than 35 years. Okay. Just recently, about 8 years ago, I changed from the manufacturing sector to the education sectors. Okay. So, so far we know the digitalization, which is how is the impact that influence the lifestyle industry. The first thing is the convenient way and the accessibility. Yeah, nowadays we can easily do use the digital tools to shop their lifestyle products, compare the price, access the information about the different brands and options. Consumers can now shop at any time and have the product to deliver on their doorstep. I think everyone now is enjoying this goods of digitalization process. Secondly is the personalization and customization. So we can use the digital tools to collect the data for consumer preferences and offer a personalized recommendation and experiences. This allows for greater tailoring of product and services to individuals' needs and preferences. Of course, with the digitalization, we can develop of new and innovation products and services in lifestyle industry. This involves everything from smart clothing and fitness trackers to virtual reality experiences. Digital tools also can help streamline the process and improve efficiency within the businesses, leading to a cost saving and faster delivery times. And of course, it will be easy for them to reach globally and wider market access. So a digital platform can open up a new market for companies and consumers alike. Small companies now can be reach a global audience, while the consumers can access to a wider range of products and services than ever before. So with the social media and influencer marketing allow brands to connect with consumer more direct and build stronger relationship. This can lead to increased brand awareness and engagement and loyalty. So I have a friend who started footwear online, which is after MCO, until now, 3 years already. Whenever the stock reach their warehouse, also every day chasing for the supplier, where is my shoe? Semua jual habis. Really, that really fully utilized for the digitalization. If without the this digitalization, I don't think they can do it so fast, so good. Okay. So of course, the more we are towards to the digitalization, the less of human connectivities. Then this will, which is often valued in the lifestyle industry, the interaction, human interaction. And then physical store can offer a sense of community and personalized service that is difficult replicate online. That is the con. So you all heard about China, no personnel hotel. You just go inside, check in yourself, check out yourself, nobody service you. So this may, the second con, that a lot of job will be disappear. Okay. And then I think most of yours also experience every day your phone flooded with information and marketing message online. Okay. This is not just frustrated, but another concern is the data privacy, and the security can be a deterrent for some consumers when shopping online, and more like a scammer now. So I have to be very careful. Okay. So another issue is about the environmental issue. So why? So looks like so funny, right? Digitalization, we talk about paperless. Why we? That is another environmental issue. The growth of e-commerce has led to an increase in packaging waste and carbon emission for transportation. The more you buy in e-commerce, the more packaging waste and the more transportation. Okay. In my conclusion, digitalization had led a significant impact on the lifestyle industry, bringing both opportunity and challenges. By acknowledging both the pros and cons, companies and consumers can adapt and navigate this ever-evolving landscape to ensure a positive future in the industry.
All right, thank you, Encik Ken Chan. For right now, next I would like to call Encik Muhammad Zalman bin Zainal Arifin, Chief of Supply Chain Office Siti Khadijah Alexander Berhad, to present the topic Taking the Malaysian Brands Global Through Innovation and Automation. Please, sir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and selamat petang. Just a brief introduction about myself. I am Muhammad Zalman. I work with Siti Khadijah Telukong as a supply chain officer. My experience, I've been experienced in this textile and apparel and fashion industry for the past, I think, over 27 years. Currently, I'm attached with a local brand, but prior experiences, I've been working with a Canadian company, with a Japanese company, UK, and so on. So, although that I have spent more time in international companies, it's an eye-opener when it comes to Malaysian market. I just want to bring to the attention of Siti Khadijah history and innovation, which I find pretty interesting. When I was working earlier with all these international companies, with Torre, with SQL Group, with DL Apparel, and so on, most of the market is driven by the US. High pace, high fashion, quick turnaround, a lot of innovation in terms of fabric technology, a lot of innovation in terms of styling, and so on. Moving to Siti Khadijah, which is serving more towards local branding, the challenges are rather different. Talking about innovation, as many of you are aware, Telukong is not something, it's not a new garment, it is not a new apparel, it is something that we have worn. The ladies have worn for many years, mak-mak, makcik-makcik, kakak-kakak, adik-adik, and we find it very difficult to innovate such a product. And was there a need to innovate such a product? I think about 15 years ago, I just came from our 15 years anniversary launching at IOI, and just came right from that event to here. And 15 years ago, the founder, what she did was she just came out with a solution where the innovation was in the face, how it supported, how it is worn and makes it comfortable for the ladies to wear. And she found the design and submitted for intellectual property. So we have two designs of the face area that is proprietary to us. So I find that interesting because it's a garment that's been there for a long time, and suddenly somebody 15 years ago decided to innovate in terms of design. That it has been in the market for hundreds of years, but 15 years ago somebody decided to change and innovate. So now we have 50 boutiques across, Malaysia, Indonesia, and also Singapore. There is a demand in terms of getting our stores in to East Malaysia, especially Brunei, and also the Philippines. So from that simple and small innovation, we have managed to introduce Telokong to the world. So that I find is very interesting, very, very different than what I was approached, had to approach when I was working with an international company. Next, please. Next, okay. So, strength, Malaysia is still one of the main exporters in apparel in Asian countries. We have big players here. I think we have William here, so our big player in supplying apparel and also textiles. We still have that strength, although it is diminishing, but they are still, in terms of technology, in terms of workmanship, in terms of knowledge, we are still there. We have that strength. As well as because of the blend in culture, Chinese, Malay, Indian culture, we have a diverse tapestry from high-end to activewear to modest fashion. So we have that kind of diverse strength. I wouldn't say, let's talk about the cons, which is opportunities. The opportunities we have is, can we go back to the slide, please? Okay. We need to improve our efficiency. As I visited some factories in China and also in Malaysia, some of them are producing for Shein. I think everybody knows the company Shein, right? Shein, very, very high fashion, very high turnaround time. So I think that is an opportunity where we can improve our efficiency in terms of production line by innovation, not only innovation, but also automation. We also need to look into cutting automation solution as also sewing automation solution. But there is also another area which I think that there is a big opportunity is pre-production processes where we can look into the aid of computer-aided design, 3D softwares, to be able to make sure that we choose the right fabric for our production lines. Very often that during the design stage where we choose the wrong fabric and it makes a nightmare to produce it in production. And I think the final thing that I would say is the sales and marketing. E-commerce is the biggest area right now. Over my course of working experience, I come into two points. The first was the SARS pandemic that we saw happen earlier in the millennium, where we changed the way we work. We changed the way we had to be more digitalized. But the recent COVID also changed the way we buy, not only the way we work, but the way we buy. We saw a spike in terms of e-commerce, a rise in terms of Shopee, Lazada, all these e-commerce platform, taking advantage of people staying at home with more time to waste and not leaving the comfort of your home to make purchases. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and now with the TikTok, with the introduction of TikTok, we see a lot of TikTok shops that doing good business, and also the support given by that platform entice not only for players like who has brand established in the market, but also small companies that are growing. Okay, next.
All right.
I think is that next. Okay, That's it for my side. Thank
Alright,
you.
thank you Encik Zalman. Now that you meet our panelists, let's dive into the discussion. We'll explore key aspects of the topic and our panel will provide the insight. It begin a few questions and then we open floor to questions from the audience, alright? So, we already know nowadays digital technology has profound impact on society, especially in the world of online shopping and e-commerce. It has transformed the way people shop, dependent product selection, personalization, and experience. However, there are still demands from traditional store. For example, people still want to go physical store. So let's start us with Encik Kenchan. What do you think made the traditional store or business still competitive with newer fashion business that use digital age?
Okay. Since the traditional store, which is we call it the offline, so now the trend is going to online. Just follow. So then, because before that, the offline, the physical store never present online. Then you have to now follow them to establish online present through e-commerce website or a platform like Shopee, Lazada. If you are in the fashion, I think Zalora, right? Okay, this will help the traditional store to get a wider audience beyond their physical location. That is very important now. Okay, and then secondly, you need to enhance your in-store experience, like providing a unique and engaging in-store experience that cannot replicate online, like offer a personalized assistant, hosting an event or workshop, or incorporating interactive display. Okay, and then fully utilize of social media platform to engage with consumer, showcase your product, and drive the traffic to both your online and offline stores. So influencers partnership and the user-generated content can also help increase the brand visibility. We also can implement some royalty programs and offer exclusive discount or a promotion to intensive consumer to both online and in-store. Of course, we can also collaborate with complementary brands or local business to expand and reach and attract new customer both online and offline.
Alright, thank you Encik Kenchan. Very interesting point. We can take a note. Now, I would like to ask Encik Muhammad Zalman the next question. From your experience and opinion, how can Malaysian brands use new technology and automation to stand out globally?
I think there is very less emphasis in terms of pre-production that we implement technology with. Most of our previous experiences is producing OEM for big brands, and we always look into efficiency. We look into how to make it faster, make it cheaper, make it more utilized, make it friendly, production friendly. There's also now a big drive in terms of the designs that's suitable towards our, not only for the domestic market, but also regional. If you look into the perceived value of Malaysian brands, I'm talking about the big ones that we have now. It is always perceived that we have a better quality and a better design compared to our neighbors. It's just that we need to utilize the technology that is readily available to be at par with the international brands when it comes to designs. There is a lot of push towards cross-platform design rendering. The software that I'm using right now is Glow 3D, and then you can do you can basically load in your fabric details, and the software will create the apparel and even a model on the runway. So those kind of technology should be readily available, should be used extensively, as well as, again, e-commerce. E-commerce is the driving factor. Brick and mortar is crucial because sometimes people want the experience, but leveraging on the technology, especially on how to promote your brands, is very crucial because not everybody is able to visit your stores, especially when you're talking about global. But word of mouth, how customer reviews and all that can reach across borders and promote your brand.
All right. Thank you, Encik Zalman, for the point given. I hope the audience good note from Encik Zalman. Right. When we talk about technology and digital tool, of course, we cannot run away from the issue of user privacy or the protection of the personal data of user that access service through the internet. Now, I have question for Encik Kenchan. From your experience, what should brands that use digital tool to personalize product do to protect consumer privacy?
Of course, you must have a clear about the data collection and usage. So have to clearly inform the consumers about the data is collected. So how it is used, and then who can access it. This will build the trust and empower the consumers to make an informed decision about sharing their information. Okay. Also, another one is by analysis large set of anonymous consumer data to identify broader trends and preferences without linking them to a specific individuals. Okay. This will allow the product personalized based on demographics, purchasing behaviors, or website interactions without revealing individual identities.
All right, thank you, Mr. Kenchan. So apart from consumer privacy, I'm sure there are other matters with regard to the technology inclusion to the lifestyle industry. So I would like to ask the next question to Encik Muhammad Zalman. Again, from your experience and knowledge, what were the challenges that Malaysia brands face when adopting new technology, and how can they tackle them?
One of the biggest challenges, to my opinion, is the cost. When when we are implementing new technologies, there is a cost factor and also a learning curve. Those tends to be the biggest obstacle. But I think we're fortunate from Malaysia. We have a lot of support from government funding and grants and so on. Those, in terms of finance, that can be subsidized. Training is one of the biggest drive. When we talk about technology, learning new methods, new ways, I believe that this institute is also promoting a lot of technology, and this should be like a higher learning institute should get also more involved in terms of getting the right and new technology into the market, so that when the students, the graduates, they leave, they are well received by the companies. Because companies are basically driven, profit driven. So in terms of training, they don't really have the time to train. So with the support from colleges and university, and with the investment by the private sector, I think these challenges can be mitigated. But like I said, two bigger challenges is whether we want to invest in this technology. When I say invest, because it's an ongoing thing, technology doesn't stop. It's always changing, and you have to be really on your toes to learn about the new technology. These days, social media and also the internet has been very, very rapid, and covers a wide area. I remember when I was when I was in the business many years ago, there was no YouTube, and there was no social media, there was no interactive internet and all that. We had to rely on mill visits to understand new technology. But now with all this technology available, not only students, people in the industry should take that interest to continuously improve oneself. All right.
All right, thank you, Encik Salman. Now it's time to hear from our audience. If you have question, please raise your hand, and our team will pass you a microphone. For those listening from the FB Live, if you have any question, you can ask them in the comment section, and our team will read the question for you. Any question for audience? Okay.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm just going to ask a question. As a student, which new technology should I learn and focus on to advance in the lifestyle industry once I graduate? Thank you.
To Encik Salman or Kenchan?
Anyone is fine.
Right. We give Cik Kenchan lah.
Of course, nowadays almost everything is digitalized. Okay, with the new technologies, just like I'm from the footwear industry, so last time our designer is just sketch and then prototyping. Nowadays, all we use the computer to design. Before you get the prototyping, we have the full collection already. And then our final product, just like the real shoe, present to you already. But that is from the software. Okay, that is the digitalization can help you save time, save a lot of costs. and then also can reverse the process. Because last time what we are going to prototyping is buy the material. Just like my time when I'm doing the manufacturing. So when we are going to develop the next season of the prototyping or samples before go to fairs. So we have to go to, because the material is normally we buy from China. So we have to go there. Whatever we see it interesting, buy. Maybe can use, buy. So we will buy a lot of sample come back. Then at last, only 10% we use. Waste a lot of time and cost. So with the digitalization, we create our full collection first. Then we go for find the correct material, come back, we save a lot of time. Okay? This answer your question?
All right, thank you, Mr. Khan. Interested your answer. So, any question for audience? Have a question?
Hello, Assalamualaikum. So my name is Fauzan. So I'm currently study FICAT for semester 2. So I have one question. How can local brands identify opportunities for innovation within their existing process and products? Because people usually mix up the terms of innovation and plagiarism. That's it from me.
Right, Cik Salman.
Okay. Let me quote you an example. To plagiarism and innovation. Like in the beginning, I was talking about the telukung. The telukung itself is something that's been there for a long time, and somebody came up with an innovation to make sure that the face covering and the comfort was crucial, and submitted for intellectual property. So it becomes their innovation. Innovation does not only restricted to new products, but also to existing products. In textiles, we have a lot of innovation in terms of how to enhance a simple, like for instance, like if you have cotton fabric, 100% cotton fabric, but you can put applications like wrinkle-free to make it easy to iron, or perhaps iron-free. So that is an innovation. Plagiarism is a different thing. It's basically copy. It's buying a Nike T-shirt at Petaling Street. That's plagiarism, where you have an exact copy, a replica of the same product across. It might not be innovative, because somebody has made the innovation. So that's the fine line between plagiarism and innovation. But don't restrict yourself towards something that is new. It could be an existing product waiting for potential to be improved. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Encik Salman, for your point. Unfortunately, our time is almost up. Before we conclude, I'd like to thank our panels, Encik Ken Chan, Encik Muhammad Salman, for sharing their value insight with us today. Any last word from Encik Ken Chan and Encik Salman? No. So, all right. Thank you. I hope everyone found the discussion enlightening. Remember, this conversation doesn't end here. If you have a question, sorry? You have one more question. All right, sorry.
My
Please.
name's Razif. I want to ask you about customer satisfaction on the e-commerce
product returns. Because when we talk about footwear or maybe apparels or clothing, then the customer will buy the product online, but probably they have problem on sizing and things like that. If you can explain what will be the percentage of product return and satisfaction of customers when they purchase product with problems on their sizing issues or things like that. So I really want to know in terms of successful of e-commerce when it comes to this complex customer satisfaction matters. Thank you.
Encik Zaman, we can.
E-commerce is a little bit is quite tricky. Before I answer, you just give you a brief. Prior to COVID, people used to go and buy stuff at stores, so they had the customer experience. They get to wear the apparel, they get to wear the footwear, and experience how it looks like, how it feels like, and whether they like it or not. E-commerce is something you believe that, sometimes you look at the model and and then when you wear it, it does not appear to be the same. There is a lot of internet memes to address this. From Siti Khadijah's point of view, in terms of customer return, we are looking at about 0.04% of whatever that's sold. Basically, it's not about comfort, because they can try out our garments at our stores. So we are quite lucky because we have, a lot of stores around Malaysia, so people can get the experience. And when they do extra purchases, or they want to buy for family or friends for gifting and all that, so they have in their mind what the experience will be like. So the numbers are relatively low. But for a new brand where they are going straight into e-commerce, the numbers could be higher, because people do not have the experience in terms of sizing, in terms of comfort, in terms of the grading that happens in the apparel that might not suit certain preferences. Some people like myself has a large body, might not be suitable when I buy apparel that are made for Asian fit. So it's basically a preference. Some people, they are more confident that they can get the same experience that they can get at brick and mortar compared to online. They will find it easy to purchase online.
Right, thank you Encik Zalman. So I would like to say thank you again to Encik Ken Chan, Encik Muhammad Zalman. So remember, the conversation doesn't end here. If you have a question, you can meet our panel, Encik Ken Chan and Encik Zalman. Thank you all for being a part of this enlightening panel talk. This conclusion our panel discussion on taking the Malaysian brands global through innovation and automation. I'm Muhammad Shafiq, and it's been a pleasure to be your moderator. Let us all continue with the ceremony and look forward to another engaging discussion later. I pass over to our Master of Ceremony, Ms. Nur Haifa Hadira. Thank you.
Thank you, Muhammad Shafiq, and all the panelists for the discussion just now. We are going to have another forum session in a few minutes. Please remain seated. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to proceed to the next agenda, which is the forum session entitled Digital Transformation in the Malaysian Lifestyle Industry, Leveraging Technology for Growth and Innovation, and Elevating Batik Through Innovation and Technology, that will lead by Nur Azza Saadah as our forum moderator, and Encik Muhammad Jazril Effendi and Miss Anis Nadira as the panelists to the stage. Please welcome.
Hello. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to everyone. So, thank you, Miss Nur Haifa Hadira for being our MC for today. Welcome. I would like to welcome everyone to the Fashion and Textile Aksesori Forum, UniKL Universiti Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia Italy Design Institute. So, my name is Nur Azza Saadah. I will be delighted to be your moderator for today. So, this second session forum will be discussing on the topic digital transformation in the technology for growth and innovation, elevating batik through innovation and also technology. So, we are honored today to have our distinguished guests, panel of experts here, to share their insights on the important subjects. Please welcome Encik Muhammad Jazril Effendi bin Jalaluddin, Director of Operation, Prospect Business and Advanced Technology Solutions India Berhad, and Miss Anis Nadira binti Husin, Director of Bujin El Batik India Berhad. A little bit introduction of both of our panels. So, Encik Muhammad Jazril, he is a director in Prospect Business Advanced Tech. His role is to oversee respect individual consultation activity in a lot of industries such as automotive and F&B, electrical and electronics. He has been in the industry for 16 years. Is it true? Okay. And for our second panelist, Miss Anis Nadira, she is we would like to show you video to introduce a little bit about her. So, is it? Oh, sorry. After. Okay, sorry. So, so our second panelist, Miss Anis, would you like to?
Yes. So originally I prepared a video, but the video is actually part of the presentation. So I will introduce myself. My name is Anis Hussein. I am currently Sales and Partnerships Director for Bujin's Batik. We mainly produce batik. We are a textile batik manufacturer more than we are a fashion designer. So my expertise is actually in business management. So I do not know how to draw or make batik. So I am here to give mostly a business and industry perspective. Thank you.
So should we play the video now?
Can it be after during
your session?
Yes,
okay, I see. So thank you, Miss Anis, and also Encik Jazril for being here as our panelist. Now that you've met our panelists, let's dive into the discussion. We'll explore key aspects of the topic, and then they will provide their insights on the topic. Then, after the discussion begins, we'll open the floor to the audience to ask any questions. So, our country is a pot of cultural and races and religion. We have Malay, Chinese, and also Indians and others. It also rich. Okay, sorry. The heritage ranges from the architectural elegance of its building monuments to its arts and craft. And to keep up with the current generation, local crafters have digitalized their physical service to maintain their connection with audience and also customers. So for the first question, Encik Muhammad Jazril, do you think technology can help Malaysian lifestyle or craft business grow and innovate in today's market? Is it wise choice to use technology?
Okay. Actually, we have no choice. We whether you want it or not, you have to accept the changes. So, as you can see, in 2018, the government, especially MIDI, they launched the industry forward policy. Okay, this policy should be from 2018 to 2025. During that time, people are saying all about Industry 4.0, Industry 4.0, Industry 4.0, but now the language has changed a bit. They say digitalization, digital. I don't know whether it's a watered down version of Industry 4.0, because if you look at the revolution, industrial revolution, digitalization stage starts from Industry 3.0. We have digitalization already started. Now the world are talking about Industry 4.0. Okay, what's the difference? Okay, during Industry 3.0, it's more on the connectivity. Machine talking to machine. It's about globalization. You can set up factory in China, America set up factory in Malaysia. Okay, then business not good, okay, they change location, go to Vietnam. They can replicate exactly the same factory over there in shortest period of time through digital twin. There are many technology, okay. In fact, in Industry 4.0, there are 13 enabling technologies. Technologies. Of course, all is need digital lah. There's no analog input. Okay, you have autonomous robot, meaning robot can make decision. Previously, I'm in automotive sector. We have many robots. I worked in Perodua before. That time we call it legacy robot lah. When they error, they stop. Now robot can make decision. When they error, they can make decision. They can rectify themselves. Okay. So we need to use technology to progress. If not, we are left behind. Okay. Experts say in 2035, the world already, Industry 4.0 around the world reach maturity. So now it's 2024. Okay, 2024. So we got what, 11 years more? Okay. So we still have time. So government also realize this. That's why they initiate the readiness assessment program to look across the industry. What is the current condition our country? Our SME ready? Okay. So they conduct the readiness assessment. It's a very detailed assessment. Okay. So our company has been appointed as an assessing body for that particular assessment lah. Okay, and all the assessors have been certified, undergo rigorous training. Okay, so basically after now the program already ended. Even though they say until 2025, government already stopped the program and continue with new flavor, ESG. Okay, but doesn't mean okay, we can forget about Industry 4.0, we focus on ESG. Because like I said, in 2035, the world already, around the world, company are already utilizing Industry 4.0. What does it mean? Meaning, if you take 1 month or even 6 months to develop a new product, other company maybe take 1 week or 2 weeks already. Same product. They can bring faster to the market. How you want to compete with that? Kan? And they can ramp up the volume. Okay? With automation. They don't rely on manpower at all. Okay? So, if God forbid, ada COVID 2.0 pula after this, kan? No more foreign workers, can stop again, cannot coming. So this company will not be affected much lah. Okay, and you need to have a digital presence, online presence. You see, during the pandemic, the company that has e-commerce platform, they flourish. And the physical store, many suffer lah, even close business. Okay, many hotel also, kan? So this is lesson learned lah. Because we also do risk management before, but seldom we include pandemic, because the last pandemic is 100 years before, kan? So okay, we don't think with our technology prowess, this maybe thing of the past lah, cannot happen, but it happened. And look at the even last time we only the term epidemic je we only familiar, kan? Not pandemic. Pandemic is a very weird thing when we learn biology lah. We take biology. Pandemic is very weird thing, weird terms. But now it's common already. Okay, that's my opinion lah.
So, thank you for your opinion. So, Encik Jazril, I have been informed that you have a presentation for us. Actually, isn't it?
But I think I go freestyle
Okay.
because very difficult lah nak synchronize with the audience and the slide. Okay.
So actually for today program, I wear this specific batik since I know one of our topic is about batik. Okay, before anything else, do you want to present your slides?
Yes,
first?
exactly.
Alright.
I don't have a slide, but I have a video which maybe your team can play. So basically this video, I've included it here to show you the stark difference between, like what he said, digitalization, production, manufacture. If we were to go through your readiness assessment program, not just me, but the whole batik industry, we would all fail immediately. First step already failed because it is heavily manual, this industry. So if you could probably show the video, maybe just for the whole video or 2 minutes, it's okay. The whole batik industry.
Saya Amir Hari bin Mat Kashim dari Kota Baru, pengasas untuk bujing batik. Bujing batik ditubuhkan pada tahun 2009. Time tu saya masih belajar lah. Sehingga saya habis belajar 2014, kita buka galeri di Putrajaya. Kita tukar kepada bujing Sdn Bhd lah. Family saya hanya menjual batik. Time tu saya masih kecil. Tapi dalam pembuatan batik ni saya start dengan umur 12. Pada 2007 saya masuk Istiqlal Negara. Dari situ membuka mata saya lebih luas lah. Saya masuk kepada jurusan seni kerah batik. Macam mana saya cuba detailkan kemahiran saya untuk produk batik lah. Jadi situ dia bukan sahaja belajar kemahiran, dia mengajar saya macam mana saya cuba olah sesuatu benda tu ada kesan pada orang luar. Saya duduk di IKN tu, saya dah dapat peluang untuk pertandingan. Alhamdulillah, sampai sekarang ni, kalau ikut saya, penyertaan saya tak pernah gagal sebelum final. Kali pertama saya masuk, saya dapat ke final. Kali kedua 2008, saya masuk ke final. Piala Seri Iman pun saya dapat ke final. Piala Seri Endon pun saya dapat ke final. Sehingga ke 2009, saya menangi tangan emas, kira pingat emas lah. Kita tak ikut trend orang luar. Kita ni pembuat trend batik sendiri. Jadi kita akan keluarkan batik yang terbaru, lepas tu orang akan follow. Sebab tu saya banyak teman pada saya, orang menganggap saya gila. Saya keluarkan motif yang gila-gila, tapi alhamdulillah sekarang ramai yang dapat terima lah. Pada tahun 2014, kita tubuhkan bujian akademik. Sebab saya cuba kongsikan ilmu yang saya ada untuk orang lain dapat rasa, untuk saya bimbing, dan ramai juga pelajar saya yang sudah berjaya, yang mempunyai pekerjaan, menjadi seorang designer bagus-bagus semua, mempunyai bisnes. Bagi saya dalam dunia bisnes batik ni, bagi saya masih belum berjaya. Saya nak cuba jadi yang berjaya lagi. Saya nak menjadi satu kenangan dengan sejarah yang besar untuk Malaysia ni. Jadi saya akan cuba berusaha lagi. Saya nak duduk tempat yang paling teratas lah, dengan kemampuan Tuhan bagi kat saya ni. Saya banyak berterima kasih, terutama kepada kraft tangan lah. Daripada 2007 saya mula ceburi batik di sekitaran negara sehingga sekarang. Dan saya berterima kasih kepada agensi luar seperti Tarikh, seperti Motek yang selalu dorong saya dan memberi sokongan saya keluar daripada Malaysia. Dan saya berharap seluruh rakyat Malaysia mencintai batik. Sebab batik itu adalah budaya kita. Tanpa budaya kita ni, kita tak boleh nak pergi ke mana. Kemana kita pergi tanpa budaya ni, kita akan jadi orang lain, bukan jadi diri sendiri.
It's not just about his history, but to show you around the factory, everything is handmade and manual. So that is where the batik industry is at right now. Despite its more than 200 years of tradition locally in Malaysia, in terms of manufacturing and production in the textile industry, it is still so infant, not even a walking baby, like a literal crawling baby. So despite the support, we have lots of support from government in terms of business, but I think as an industry, there has to be more commercialized development for production. So 3 key aspects, in our honest opinion, of how the industry, the local batik industry can improve. There are 3 things. And design is not even the first one. I think it is the least of our concern. First concern is production line. Because of the handmade, in the video we've walked through about what it means to be doing batik, right? So we need to install machineries. First of all, we need to have more machines installed, because at one point our staff was making the batik standing for 16 hours, for almost 2 weeks, trying to complete out a rush order. That is a lot of hazard, physical hazards to the staff members. So what we're trying to do is we do not want to depend solely on human manual labor, because there is a lot of human errors that could happen. In terms of design, sure, we need the creativity from the handmade creativity. But what about the chemical wash dipping? What about the drying of the fabrics? Because it needs to be washed with chemical, it needs to be dried. As of right now, everything is done by hand. So we want to have more automized production for this using better machines that can get rid of possible human errors and in fact environmental errors. Because let's say for drying, depending on what the humidity is during that day, depending on how hot it is or how cold it is, we might not even get the fabric done because there's no sun and we can't dry out the fabrics. So there are several batik production workshops or factories that do use these machines that are proprietary to them. But it's very custom, it needs a high cost to do it, and we don't have it. So it's not a widespread use of machineries. So if we could install more machines in batik factories, we could increase volume, faster production, less human error, and a more standardized quality control across the industry. And then second advancements that we need is of course sustainability of the product. Of the raw materials. So it means dyes. Maybe we need to use more environmentally friendly dyes because these dyes gets washed straight into the ground. We have no water treatment system as at the moment. There has been a development from, if I'm not mistaken, UITM, who tried to develop a water treatment plant, but again, it got stuck there at the academic level. There's no commercialization when it comes to spreading the usage across industries. So there needs to be a more sustainable solution for our raw material. And then perhaps a development in fabrics, because right now there are only a certain fabrics that can take the wax of batik. You need wax resist technique in order to make batik. So there needs to be because there are students here, right? Imagine what else you can do in terms of innovation and technology, not just the design, but maybe look into research for fabric. What about the interaction of fabric and wax? Maybe you could develop fabrics that take to wax better, that are cheaper than the fabrics that we have to use because the cost of fabric is high. So an innovation in that sense could very much help lower the cost and increase quality of the products. And then third is of course development in terms of design, because we see lots of design here. I'm sure you have fashion students as well. So yeah, definitely have a better design for batik. Because right now, one thing about Malaysian batik is, to be completely honest, we do not have an identity. As compared to our more successful counterpart, the Indonesian batik, they are successful all over the world because they have an identity that is attached to each design of batik. Every district has its own identity of batik. But not for Malaysia. We have no specific identity, which, but I'm glad to say that the government and Prime Minister is actually looking into working with the batik industry to establish better batik identity. So those are the three things that are more important for innovation, but I think number one and number two is what we should be looking at, which is modernizing the production of the whole batik industry. Because if we were to go through readiness assessment, we are not ready. We don't even talk about what's called 4.0, Industry 4.0, not even 3.0. We are less than 1.0 at the moment. So yeah. That's the batik industry for you.
Hello. Okay. So we already know about the innovations that we can make, and also the technology can help batik. So for again, is it possible to make it fashionable through innovations and technology, the batik?
Yes, definitely. I mean, design is, I think it's separate from
the batik.
Yeah. Because right now, as of right now, the design still comes from the human creativity. Yes, and that can work. But how do we get designs faster? And I think that's where perhaps even artificial intelligence could come into play, because AI can now generate imageries and visions. You can just input like a prompt into AI, design something abstract, design something that is appealing to the masses, crawl over the internet and get data on buying behavior. What colors do people are buying now? How do we make sure that whatever we produce will sell out? So using data and artificial intelligence can help with that. You reduce waste, you strike right to what they want to buy, you get to study the whole market behavior with just the several prompts. And so I think that would make designs, very accessible to the mass market. So that's one of the use that you can explore when it comes to technology in designing fashion.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Anis, for the knowledge. And then next, there are a lot of successful Malaysian lifestyle brands nowadays, such as Makers, shoe brand, and also like Anabu for vintage clothes. And we see that they are successful in reaching a certain niche group. And the next question is for Encik Muhammad Jazril. What do you think are their successful digital strategies, and how can others adopt them for their own growth or reaching a wider user or community?
Okay. One about the thing about Industry 4.0 is what we call smart intelligence. That's one of the differentiation between 3.0 and 4.0. We talk about intelligence process, intelligent machine. The machine can analyze themselves. Not engineers, not people yang do the analyze. This is what we call CPS level. Okay. So I think for the lifestyle industry, you need two things from this CPS level. One is business intelligence, that you gather the data, you analyze the data for your business operation today, meaning for that particular moment, and also business analytics to where you collect that you data mining to see what are the trend, like Puan said, what are the current trend people like. This is what we call business analytics. But currently, yes, we do, but we do it manually. People are doing it. But in the future, with big data analytics, with AI, the process become faster. Okay, and if you look, one of the company from China, Shein, I think maybe you probably heard, Shein. Their revenue is about 10 billion per year. They have 22 countries, present in 22 countries. Malaysia also have. But what interesting is, it's not only we say fast fashion, it's becoming ultra fast fashion. Their design, they change not month, become weeks. They update their design, their new design. So it's very fast, correct? So if you want to compete with this type of company, imagine, that is today, 2024, not yet 2035, we cannot imagine. When I go visit company, I telling, it's a very scary future. Okay, it's a very scary future with technology. Even this handphone, simple device. Every device that can connect to internet, we call it IoT device. Okay, that's one of the technology in the 13 technology pillar in Industry 4.0. This technology alone obsolete many other technology, right or wrong? You don't need to buy calculator anymore, for example. Last time you need Garmin, you buy very expensive navigation. But now we can get Waze or Google Map to go anywhere, and you are becoming like locals. You know shortcut around the house to beat the traffic. Even better, kan? So this is one other example lah. And people also start boring with the handphone dah. Kan? Ini pun dah, I think dah maybe at the end of dia punya cycle lah. What next? I don't know. Kan? Foldable phone itu pun just a derivation of the technology lah. So that's I think. So for business, I think the two components very important: business intelligence and business analytics.
For their growth. So how can they reach a wider user for their business?
The reach, yeah?
Yes.
This referring to the supply chain lah. Okay. Okay. We take Shein as an example. Nowadays they're using social media, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. They're using influencer to market their product. They have a good collaboration. At every end of the month, they give this influencer a gift. Also, they can review the product. YouTube also have review the product. This is how they grow they grow. And TikTok is very viral, you know. Can reach billions of people very fast. And also one of the strategy, if you have a good sale, then you need a good supply. Okay? You need a good supplier. That's why Shein not only look at marketing and selling, they also look at their supplier. They want they improve their supplier also. In the big company we call vendor development. Okay, they improve their supplier for 3 reasons. One, to ensure the quality is good. Okay, because bad quality will ruin your brand name. So you to ensure the quality is good. Second, when you have the then second is to ensure the on-time delivery. Okay, you promise your customer 2 weeks, your material coming, they can supply the material within according to the specified time. And third is cost reduction. Okay, cost reduction, meaning help the company, your supplier, to reduce cost. Because sooner or later you also need to reduce cost. And you can reduce cost if your supplier cost also reduce. That's I think the 3 component lah you have to look for. And on the reach is I think is on the marketing side lah. Now I think many companies successfully using YouTube, using TikTok, Instagram to market their product. And even if you look at the Malaysia industry today, also many Facebook training how to market your product to Facebook. I think they need to update lah to the current punya ni lah, current punya trend lagi lah. Okay, thank you.
Alright, so I hope, thank you Encik Jazril for the points given. I hope the audience would take notes on the given tips. Alright, with regards to the arts and culture, I have read in an online news portal mentioning that traditional culture and arts are slowly dying out. So as a younger generation are adapting to trends now, so not so much to batik or baju kurung, kebaya, some things like that. So a question to you, Ms. Anis, can you give suggestion on what specific technology Tools can be used to make batik production and marketing more efficient and appealing to younger generation, and of course without compromising the value of batik itself. Okay.
Okay, so two things here. One is innovation in production, like you said, and then second is innovation in marketing. The first one is the utmost important, and that is dire for us to save this and innovate in production so that we can save arts and culture from dying. In terms of batik, like I said, there is something called a wax printing machine. So it's not human hand, but in order for something to be called batik, it has to use a wax resist method. So you need wax, and then you put color on it. That's the resistance. Whatever the wax touches will not be touched by the colors, the dye. So that is a wax resist method. According to Kraftangan Malaysia, they are the government body that regulates what a standard batik is. So in order for something to be called batik, it has to be partially or fully made by hand using wax or other alternative methods for resist fabrics. All right, so there is something called a wax printing machine. Less human hands, in fact, no human intervention at all using machine to print wax. However, this is a big machine. It's massive. That's a smaller scale, but in order to become a big, strong industry player, you need this big machine installed. One, a lot of the factories do not have space for it. Second, they do not have the money to get this tech into their factories. But if we were able to get this, that means we get to increase workers in the factory, because someone still needs to be processing. The staff that we can employ now no longer need to be a batik artist who is skillful in making batik art, because not everybody is skillful in art. But if we were to become a fully fledged batik manufacturing factory with machines, with automated processes, then we can open up more jobs, and at the same time still become an authentic batik, because we're not printing with digital printing, it's still a wax printing method. So by Kraftangan standard, we are still an arts and culture product. So that's one thing. You have to play around with what arts truly mean in its authentic level, but also what are the improvements you can make to make sure you, as I said, you produce more, you produce faster, you produce better, and you produce cheaper. So that's in terms of production. And then second, in terms of marketing, like you said, of course, there's lots of marketing channels right now. There's TikTok and Shopee, there's Instagram, but depending on what kind of what kind of customers you're going for, it could backfire or it could help you very much. Because like you said as well, good sales and good marketing need good supplies. So it's a high cost of marketing for batik at the moment, because there's only one piece in the whole world that looks like it. If we put it on somebody and we take a photo of it, the cost of the studio, the cost per piece is skyrocketing, because we cannot cover that marketing cost. We can only sell one piece. That is why our brand specifically is only accessible to the top 1%, and the rest of the batik player industry are struggling with marketing, because one SKU only has one piece. Yeah, most of the time. So the marketing cost is high, but it doesn't mean that you can't do it. You can do it. It just takes a bit of playing around with cost saving. That means your baju, your shirts that are made from one batik fabric maybe needs to be taken on a mannequin or just a flat lay instead of on a person, because there's no sample. Yeah, there's only one. Yeah, one piece, exactly. And this is why I think in the future it is also helpful for us to utilize digital mockups and maybe AR or VR, AR as well, so that you can imagine what a piece looks like without using the actual piece. So if you make digital mockups, then you're not wasting the fabric, you're not wasting the product, right? So I think that is where technology also comes in, because batik marketing is actually very unique. You have to study it, how to balance the cost with whether or not your sales can cover that marketing cost. Most of the time, it can't. So, yeah.
Understandable. Okay, thank you, Ms. Anis. Such an interesting topic to be talked about. Since batik is a really traditional, more than 200 years, is it? So we can be, as a student, we have a lot of students here, so we can be one of the person that can maybe make innovations, making the wax printing machine, I guess. Okay, so now it's time to hear from our audience. If you have questions, please raise your hand and our team will give you the mic. And for those who are listening from YouTube on YouTube Live, if you have any questions, you can comment and we'll read out the question for you. So any questions from the audience? Or since the audience is there on the right side of.
Assalamualaikum. Question for Ms. Anis. So batik has been around since 1910, and during that it has been normalized as Malaysia's fashion and since then. But as time goes on, we don't see batik often in clothing anymore. So my question is there any more innovative ways to include batik in modern fashion and design? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. That is a great question, actually. And that, before answering how innovation can, adapt batik fabric to other fashion, other products, I would probably like to touch on the cause of why that happens, why it's a dying art, is because it's costly. It's not just a standard buying a fabric and then sewing it into something. The costs involved are dyes, wax, silicate, tools for making the batik, and then you need to wash it. There's lots of water bills, electricity. White fabric is one thing, but then the manpower, the hours it takes, the manpower cost to finish even one piece is expensive. And because of this increasing cost up until now, it has made the retail price shoots up so much that only a certain people in the society that have access to buy batik. Yes, so that is why you don't see it a lot. People still wear it, but some people, not everyone. But in terms of adapting that to things other than just fashion, other than just baju or kemeja, it's actually been done. I would like to tell you that right now there is an ongoing festival by Kraftangan. They have it every year. It's called Hari Kraft Kebangsaan. The Prime Minister actually officiated the event. It is still ongoing until 4th March. Every year it will be at Complex Kraftangan in Jalan Konle. It's 15 minutes away from here. You can go now until 4th March, and you can see all the things, all the batik derived products that are being sold there. There are bags, there are accessories, people make earrings now, and we have a brand partner that makes choker out of our excess fabrics. Yeah, chokers and necklaces, so many things, because essentially batik is the fabric. Whatever you want to make it into is up to you. We have clients buying it as corporate gifts in painting form, or like little wallets or key holders. So there's a lot of adaptations to be made here. And I guess because you're students, it's up to you to innovate. Yeah.
So I've went to the IKN things. So it is very interesting since modern things are more like minimalized, right? Modern. So the usual are very complicated and stuff like that. So any questions? Any more questions from the audience?
Hello. Assalamualaikum. We know batik design, especially the chanting batik, is very unique and one of a kind. My question is, in terms of using technology in developing chanting batik, how do we keep the authenticness? Thank you.
You guys have good questions. Like I said, yes, we are able to maintain the uniqueness because it is hand-drawn. Like each one is different. But it can still be authentic, like I said. The technology and innovation would come in terms of processing the batik after, at this stage. At this stage, it is best that we apply technology that does not change the meaning of batik. So in a way, it's still authentic. We're just changing the mechanism of the washing, the mechanism of the drying. We no longer have to depend on the environment, because our factory is in Kelantan. So every year, banjir, there's flooding. We cannot produce. For 2 months, we have lost production time. If not decrease, it's completely zero now, no production. So we can innovate technology that can, just dry without the use of sunlight, just wash without having 10 hands, having to dip and wash them and wring them and fold them and whatever. So it has been done, and we're trying to do it in our factory as well. And in terms of perhaps one day, if we are able to use wax printing machine for some of the more simpler design, not our masterpieces by Bujin, it will still be authentic because we still use the wax resist technique. There's less hands involved in it for sure, but the wax resist maintains. Yeah.
Unfortunately, time is almost up. Before we conclude, I'd like to thank our panelists, Encik Muhammad Jazril and also Ms. Anis Nandira, for sharing their valuable view and knowledge for us today. So any words from both of you? Encik Jazril?
Maybe after this, Puan can collaborate with Khadijah, come up with a lekong with batik design. I think collaboration is a way forward lah.
Agreed.
Kan?
Yeah.
Instead of doing it alone, we joint venture with other company lah. Kan? Motif batik. I think might works lah. Alright.
Yeah, last words from me is, especially to the students here, I just like to shine light that a lot of technology and innovation get stuck in universities. It has not been commercialized to reach factories. It has not been used in the industries. For example, the water treatment plant, it has not been accessible to us for a lot of years because it got stuck in the university. So definitely keep trying, keep innovating, and allow yourself to fail. Keep failing, because in failure you will find some things that work and you'll keep improving in that. So if you're a student, think bigger. From your innovation, from even the simplest of your ideas could probably change a whole industry. So, and try to get that technology out, find ways to commercialize so we can finally use it. Yeah.
So, okay. So we already know that innovations is one of the important things for marketing, and also batik is also authentic, but we do not have the really good manpower for it. So I hope everyone found the discussion enlightening. Remember, the conversation doesn't end here. Feel free to connect with both of our panelists and ask them your questions. Thank you all for being part of this forum discussion. And also, thank you again for our panelists to share their knowledge. This concludes our panel discussions on elevating batik through innovations and technology. I am Noraza Saada, and it's been a pleasure to be your moderator. Let us all continue with the ceremony and look forward to more engaging discussions soon. Thank you. So I'll pass back to the MC.
Thank you, Nur Azza Sada, and all the panelists for the discussion just now. Ladies and gentlemen, the next agenda is continued with the presentation of gift of appreciation ceremony to the panelists. With all due respect, I would like to invite Encik Hishamuddin bin Abu Bakar and accompanied by Dr. Nik Masmiati to the front to present the souvenir of appreciation. Firstly, I would like to invite Mr. Ken Chan to the front. Next, I would like to invite Encik Muhammad Zalman to the front. Next, I would like to invite Encik Muhammad Jazril Effendi to the front. And lastly, I would like to invite Miss Anis Nadira. Thank you, Encik Hishamuddin and Dr. Nik Masmiati for presenting the gifts. As a token of appreciation, I would like to invite Dr. Nik Masmiati, accompanied by TS Dr. Nur Shazana Osman, to the front. I would like to invite Encik Hishamuddin bin Abu Bakar, Timbalan Pengarah Negeri Pembangunan Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur, to receive the souvenir. Please welcome. Next, I would like to invite Puan Hasnah binti Ahmad from Federal Malaysian Textile Association to receive the souvenir. Please welcome. Thank you, Dr. Nik Masmiati and TS Dr. Nur Shazana Osman for the souvenir giving just now. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have just listened to the valuable ideas and insights presented by the panelists from different backgrounds in the fashion and textile accessories. We hope this is the beginning of another forum sessions where similar discourse would give immeasurable benefits to all involved in the industry. We look forward to a greater cooperation and collaboration in the future. With that, we have come to the end of the ceremony. Once again, we would like to express our highest gratitude to Mara Wilayah, Deputy Dean UniKL MIDI, delegates from Institute, students, and all present for sparing us your precious time. Before we end, we would appreciate all presents to remain seated for the group photo and wait for the refreshment to be served. Till then, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and have a pleasant day ahead.